What's up, everyone? True Techno Gamer here, and I did it, guys. I made it. I'm here at the Shy, or in the Shy, Windy City, at Axpona 2023. Axpona is North America's biggest, largest high-end audio show. I'm actually still in my hotel room, but I'm about to head over to the show. It opens up in a few minutes here. I'm like 5 minutes up the road. But yeah, man, I thought it would be great to have a chance to come out here. I've been to Capital Audio Fest a couple of times. If you followed my channel, you might have seen some of my coverage there last couple of years. That's a cool show. You know, it's local to me. I'm in the DC area. But this is a whole nother level, whole nother scale for Axpona. We're talking over 200 exhibiting, 200 listening rooms. Huge hotel, just a huge show. Everyone that's like anyone in audio, all the YouTubers and influencers and most of the, the major companies do not want to miss Axpona. Capital Audio Fest was missing some of the big ones. You didn't see them have individual rooms like Magico. Magico was there, but Magico didn't have their own room. Vocal was usually pretty absent there as well. And some other ones that, should be here. So, looking forward to it. This is kid in the candy store thing. If you're someone like me, someone into high-end audio, we're talking the world's best, audio systems. You really get a chance to see what is actually possible, what is humanly possible. With a show, from state-of-the-art technology for, preamps and amplifiers, cables, room, treatments and accessories, and of course, speakers themselves. Mostly on music and high-end, like 2-channel listening. I think they might have a couple things here and there for home theater. But, for me as a consumer, again, if you're into this stuff, candy store, but what am I really like looking at? I mean, we're talking 5, 6, 7-figure, sound systems, speaker systems, well outside the budget, right? What would I be interested in? Well, for me as a consumer, and you guys have known, I've been talking about this. I've been, really looking to hone in on what I call my end-game speaker. End-game is defined as, again, for my budget, the best that I can absolutely get where I don't feel the need to upgrade. That it's a speaker that I can grow into because it has room, performance headroom basically to expand beyond my current system. If I got an amplifier down the road, if I got into a new room, new preamp, new DAC, whatever, like it can take advantage of that, still maximize that and just grow. So, and just deliver world-class performance, right? And there are speakers that can do that, that don't have to cost $1 million, right? Or even $100,000 or whatever. But what is it that, you really get? I've been asking myself this question, like, what is high-end audio? Like, how far does it go? We know that no speaker is perfect, no system is perfect, right? So how much farther can you really get if you already have $10,000, $20,000 pair of speakers versus a $50,000 or $75,000 or $100,000 pair of speakers? Like, what are you really getting with that? That's kind of a burning question for me because as a consumer, sorry for the shakiness there, guys, but as a consumer, I want to know not only what I'm getting with my purchase, but also what I'm not getting. What am I missing out on? What is possible? That's how I can go ahead and purchase it fully knowledgeable and not really having any regrets. Because I'll know either I can't afford that extra level or, that extra level isn't, necessarily something that I feel is that valuable in that situation or whatever. But that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. And, I've listened to a lot of systems that do cost 6 figures and 7 figures, to be honest. In most cases, while they sound excellent, they don't necessarily justify that level of purchase being 10 times more, let's say, than a system that costs $10,000, $20,000, right? It's not that big of a difference. Part of it is because in order to even hear the difference of like speakers that cost that much, your rest of your system needs to also cost that much. You need a $100,000 amp. You need a, $50,000 preamp to go along with that $100,000 pair of speakers to ultimately maximize them to get that extra 10% of performance, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, it gets kind of weird. So where does that line fit is what I'm trying to answer. But I'm going around listening to these systems. I'm just like, again, if something blows me away, in a way that I've just, never experienced. And not, I would love that, because that's learning experience. And I'm like, okay, well, what is that? How can I get that anywhere near that for within a budget that I actually can afford, right? So that would be great learning for me. But like I said, in my experience, I've listened to a lot of the top speakers, over the years. There's going to be a lot more here to, this weekend, which is why I'm excited. Today is Saturday. I'll be at the show all day today and part of tomorrow, Sunday, which is a lot more time than I've ever had at Capitol Audio Fest, by the way. I'm usually rushing. I've had like 3 hours maybe at Capitol Audio Fest each time I went. So I'll have a full day and a half here. That's great. But yeah, like, what are you getting with that top end system? And if I'm blown away by something, I would love to be a speaker that I never heard, or in a room that's, and every year I learn more. I know a lot more about this stuff now than I did even last year, never mind like 5-10 years ago when I was listening to some of this stuff. So now I'm going in like with an educated mind and a kind of a more trained ear to kind of say, okay, I know what to listen out for, sound stage, detail, that kind of stuff. Like, what is there? And how does that compare to what I may be able to afford? So anyway, for me, that's kind of what's exciting about this as a consumer, and even if I can't achieve it now, we all know this audio and home theater and high-end audio is a journey. I've been 20 plus years now, technically, since I got my first little Circuit City, home theater in the box system. And it's barely been like 23 years. You live, I've worked hard. Resources change. I'm not that old. I still have ways to go. So I may not get to the very, very end necessarily now, or maybe I do. Maybe I have a system that I'm just like, dude, this is, because I'm not the most critical listener. So for me, I'm just like, yeah, this is perfectly fine. This is absolutely, I sit down every day in my home and I'm kind of blown away and get the tingles and the goosebumps when I'm listening to certain tracks and stuff. Like, that's all I want. You could always go further. But if I can achieve that, I'm good. That's my quote unquote end game. And then again, that I can kind of still, the speakers at least can still have some headroom to be able to grow performance wise. I may get there well under, 5 figures, right? But 5 or 6 figures, definitely not 7 or whatever, right? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if I felt compelled 10 years from now, situation would be different. We'll see. We'll see. But, this is the kind of stuff that I need to experience. So I know, again, what's out there. I'm going to know what brands are out there. I'm going to know what sound is possible. And then it's just a matter of chasing that if it's something to be chased, right? So that's what it's all about. Axpona 2023, I'm here. If I see some likes, some comments, guys, on this video, I will provide some more coverage. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm going to try my best to kind of, go through here and enjoy it. Allergy season is kicking me right now. So if you're interested, I will make some recordings. I'll put some more stuff out. I'll, put some stuff out later today, tonight, etc. over the weekend. But yeah, if I don't see anything, you might not get a whole lot from the show. Let's put it like that. True Techno Gamer here. Appreciate it. Signing off. Talk to you guys later.